So this is exactly what we get, right? And excuse my voice. My voice is still recovering from being sick the past 2 weeks. That's why I haven't uploaded. But you have now what you call an anti-you-know-what attack that happened recently. Two people died that were Israeli. And a lot of people on social media speculate that this is a psyop, this and that. A lot of people on social media will say, well, two people die in Israel, so that means, 20,000 Palestinians have to die, which seems to be the case. And, ever since Israel came there, thanks to the Balfour Agreement in 1948, thanks to Rothschild, the same guy who has stake in the Federal Reserve, the same guy who owns mainstream media, same guy who owns a lot of things, actually, here in the United States of America. But that's neither here nor there, because I don't know what just happened there. But my point is that, as I usually say, is I don't take sides, because I know it's going to be like Israel, Palestine. When you start taking sides, when you take these political sides, you're feeding the beast. You're doing exactly what they want, which is hating each other. And I know they do a really good job of making it seem like it's a particular group. The JQs controlling everything. And there's some truth to it, right? Because obviously some of the powers that be, a lot of who control everything, are Zionists, and they're using the Jewish religion for particular agendas. And right now they're using it for censorship, because you can't question a particular group of people. It's all about freedom of speech, right? How maybe soon they might use the anti-Semite stuff to, well, if you start saying bad things about the JQs, then you're going to go to jail, or you're going to get a fine. Could start with stuff like that, and then this will slowly lead into other things. Oh, well, you said the N-word, right? And you're a white person, so you're gonna go to jail over that. And then, it becomes, you said something bad about the government, or you said something bad about the president, you said something bad about this billionaire. So we're gonna put you in jail, and we're gonna put you on a list, and that's what it's becoming. That's what's going on in China, right? That's what they have. That's what the goal is. You see, it's like 1984, right? They don't want freedom of speech, and not only that, they don't want freedom of thought. They want the truth completely buried, to where there is no such thing as conspiracy theories. There's just what Big Brother says, because what they've done, right, is they label anything that's truth as conspiracy theory. That's what they've done ever since JFK, right? It's just like they start throwing around this term conspiracy, so people dismiss it. So they think it's silly. So they think, oh, well, you're like one of those Alex Jones, Joe Rogan type people, right? Who believes in 9/11 was an inside job, this and that, or flat Earth, or the aliens, or whatever, one of those typical conspiracies, right? So, as per usual, the point with showing you these things, because what's happening is they want an excuse, of course, to invade Gaza and destroy it. And they're probably going to do something with Iran and cause some sort of takeover in the Middle East with Israel, because we know that Iran's on the Rothschild banking system, so they want to get them under that. And it doesn't even matter at this point, because let's be real, all these countries, their presidents, they're all friends. It's a giant WWE script that you see. Same thing with how Donald Trump and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are all friends, and Barack Obama, they're all friends. It's a giant TV WWE acting script that you see in front of you. And unfortunately, most people believe it in the United States. They look at it and they think it's real. And that's why we're in this mess that we're in. Because Trump is going to lead us directly into the New World Order. He's already doing it. But anyway, listen, I don't mean to digress so much, but people want proof of this, proof of that. Well, is this guy a Manchurian candidate who did it? He probably is. One of those MK Ultra people that they have, one of those sleepers, okay? And, I'll be here all day explaining what that is. But you have to understand, especially if you call yourself a truther, you have to stop falling for the hateful psyops, because what they're doing is they're just dividing people through hate. They're making you think it's all the JQs, we gotta not like them, and you get the Nick Fuentes, the Jake Shields, right? The Candace Owens that participate in these things, that have a lot of influence, Myron Gaines even, who have a lot of influence, especially over young men. And for people who maybe are asking questions and can see past the political theater, they run into the guys like them. They run into Alex Jones, they run into QAnon maybe. It's a real mess. I mean, it really is, because people are so far gone from truth. People who know truth don't even do anything, right? The people who actually know seem to really just tweet. That's really all people seem to do. They don't seem to want to make content or wake people up, because it's a mess. And the point is showing you these things, right, with, this 2 Israelis die, so we're going to go bomb 20,000 Palestinians, and people are okay with that, and the logic is okay, people who support the JQs in that land over there. Listen, I understand people think that those are the chosen people, especially Christians out there. I totally understand the great deceptions that are out there when it comes to that land and who those people really are. But I don't even want to focus on that, because like I keep saying, it's all political theater. What they're trying to do is create division, to make you look at specific groups, to make you hate one another. Because really, the Shields, the Fuentes, the Gaines, all these guys, the Candace Owens, they make you hate particular groups of people. They make you hate Jews. They make you hate black people. Hell, they make you hate women. They're chaos agents, and people fall for it. Because these guys get pushed, and they need someone to look up to. They need someone to, like, tell them the truth. People don't want to seek out truth on their own. People can't seem to look past that. Well, government shouldn't exist. Military police shouldn't exist. All the money, the concept of money shouldn't exist. All these things shouldn't exist. Because it's destroying us. And until people could realize what the truth is, until people could snap out of it, things aren't going to change. Things are only going to get worse. Because we keep feeding the beast by voting, by thinking a politician's going to save us, by blaming particular groups that aren't responsible really for what's going on. We look at each other as the enemy instead of the real perpetrators. So, I just wanted to make a video real quick about that. Listen, again, excuse my voice, but when it comes to this JQ stuff and the stuff going on in the Middle East, it's really a shame that people out there can't wake up. Because I think people should watch You Don't Mess With the Zohan. You shouldn't watch that movie, because that movie will depict exactly who the real enemies are of the Palestinians and of the Israelis, which really is their own government and the giant corporations that own them. So until people can realize the truth, people are going to keep dying. There's going to be a lot of blood, and we're going to wake up one day where there really is no freedom of thought and no freedom of expression, and you're going to have to go along to get along.